sports. Welcome, folks, to Glendale, Arizona, and State Farm Stadium, site of this year's Verbo Fiesta Bowl, which, of course, is part of the college football playoff. Kickoff team out there. We are about to get cranked up for this semifinal collision. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. And here comes the offense out for their first possession of the game. Always enjoyed coming to the Fiesta Bowl over the years, and of course you got the modern Silver Stadium here sitting in the desert ready for this showdown.
Well, it's so many great memories here, Chris. Think back to the Boise State, Oklahoma back in '07. How about the classic between Oklahoma State and Stanford with Andrew Luck?
And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. Can he take it all the way? At the 10 now. Touchdown, Missouri. And the defense adds 6 with an interception return.
Boy, that's a 14-point swing on the opening drive. Instead of worrying about giving up points, not only do they come up with this interception, but to take it into the end zone, they're an extra point away from really giving their offense an edge.
And now they'll set up for the point after. PAT is good, so it's 7-0. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. Fielded in the end zone. It's there. They tackle him at the 9. That's good coverage. They should have left the ball in the end zone. So the Fighting Illini offense is back out on the field now. They have got to bounce back on this possession after throwing a pick 6 last time out here. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's the running back who makes the catch across the middle. And a nice first down game there. They get him down, but very close to the first down marker. Second down after that previous play. Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. The pass rush closing in. But they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete.
It has been a tough first half in this playoff game for this offense. They cannot get anything going through the air. Not only are they down the scoreboard, but there's really nothing to build around as we get ready to go into the second half.
Interesting play call here. 3rd and short inside their own 20. They want to get this drive going, or a punt could give the opponents excellent field position. They bring the punter onto the field now. Oh, and he's got some space here. The coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. So Missouri's offense takes the field. Our first chance to see them today. All right, Kirk, let's take a quick look at the impact players for today's game and how they're going to affect the outcome.
These are your leaders on the field and in the locker room. These are your go-to guys, not only when you need a play to be made, but also when you need somebody to rally your team.
He gains 9, so it's 2nd and 1.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Tackle made, but the gain moves the ball to the 30.
Well, it's a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Ball handed off. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play. So now it's 3rd and short from the 21 as this defense tries to make a stand and force a field goal attempt or a 4th down stop. Great cut. They whiff on him. And he stopped just short down at the 2, but an excellent run. This Missouri offense is moving quickly down the field.
Well, this is exactly what you want to see as an offense to open up a football game. Everything seems to be working, whether they're running the football, as we saw right there, able to protect, throw the football with timing and rhythm. Everything on full display for this offense to let this defense know they could be in for a long day.
The defense is hanging tough here. Now it's 3rd and goal from the 1. On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. Fights his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
That's one of the more impressive drives that I've seen in a long time. They did not throw the football, and this running back got behind that big offensive line, just moved the ball all the way down the field, and then finally into the end zone. That is very discouraging for this defense.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. The kick sails through, so the lead is 14-0. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start from the 25. So the Illinois offense heads back out onto the field. This group is coming off a quick 3-and-out. Can they put something together in this drive? Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. And just a short gain this time. They're able to get him down. Second down after that run on the previous play. They'll feed the back again. They tackle him right at the 35-yard line.
Teams are getting more and more creative with how they run their counter plays. Gone are the days of everyone under center running the counter tray. Now you're seeing it modernized. We'll see how many different versions they'll run today.
Finds that big tight end for a short pass. They tackle him, but not before he makes the 45. A solid gain.
Good job here by this offense coming up with his first down on that 3rd down play. They knew they're going to have to deal with a lot of pressure, did their job, gave the quarterback time. They convert, and listen, you're down early in this game. Every possession matters. You need points on this drive, and they're able to have that chance now with that conversion.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Running back has it on the screen now. And they wrap him up, but the gain is good enough for a first down. A new set of downs after that completion. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Minimal gain brought down short of the marker. Offense set for the 6th play in this drive. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Looks over the middle, and that's complete. It's a loss after the completion. That's a good play by the defense.
A couple things that really stood out to me here, Chris, on this nice play by the corner. Awareness to be able to see the wide receiver screen, and then the willingness to get involved and run support and make the tackle. Great play.
Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Defense makes the tackle as the final seconds of this first quarter run out. And Kirk, it's Missouri with the lead here. We've reached the end of one in this quest to move one step closer to a national championship. Let's check out the stats so far. And the punt team now on to kick it away. punt will bounce and head out of bounds. That's right near the goal line. Perfect execution. So the Missouri offense heads back out onto the field. In that last touchdown drive, they just pounded away with the running game. Let's see if they can do it again. He'll toss it to the back. Tackle made, but it's enough for the first down. A well-executed option play.
Coaches told us in the pregame production meetings they love this back's mixture of speed and power. We know about the speed, but he also showed the ability to break tackles on that run.
Good as he gets the pass away. And it's incomplete. Even on a first down throw, he was under some heavy pressure.
When this quarterback's trying to do everything he can to give this play a chance, he gets out of the pressure off to his right. But, man, did he take a hit and wasn't able to complete this pass.
And he'll pick up the first down, stopped at the 27.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything seems to be working. The coordinator is calling good plays. The quarterback and the rest of his receivers and running backs are executing. And, frankly, this defense is showing almost no resistance.
So a positive play, Kirk, with the crossing route. This is the defensive communication the coaches were worried about in this game.
Yeah, it really is a challenge in this call. When the offense goes with that deep crosser, the defense has to do a good job of communicating, really keeping their head on a swivel to understand who's coming into their zone. That time they just lost the receiver and they gave up a big gain. You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
And he's brought down, but hold on, there's a flag on the play. Offense will have to overcome the holding penalty now. Important second down play coming up. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. And he'll rifle this one deep to the right side. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it.
That's a misfire there, Chris. This passing game has got to be able to get into sync and find a rhythm.
Now the offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 41. Looking to throw yet again. Lets it go quickly. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Chris, when that quarterback threw that football, I didn't think that play had much of a chance. How about the effort by this wide receiver to lay out and come up with that completion for positive yards?
They need 5 yards here on 4th down to keep the drive alive. Breaking free at the 35. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. Touchdown, Missouri. Just ran away from the defense.
What a long run for the touchdown. I don't know if this defense was caught sleeping or walking in mud. I can't pick which one. Maybe it's both, because the running back just went right by them so easily for the big gain and a big-time score.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. And the extra point makes it a 3-touchdown lead. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and to bring the football to the 25-yard line. Illinois sends the offense back out on the field. The last possession, they were forced to kick it away. Can they finally get things going this time? So the first play of the drive coming up here, under 3 minutes to play before half. And now the handoff. Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8. Second down here, time for perhaps just one more play before the 2-minute warning. That's the 2-minute warning. Let's see if this offense can do something before the break to cut into this big lead. Here's the second down play. From the shotgun, drops back. He's going to be brought down by that ferocious pass rush. Nice sack. Illinois lining up quickly here.
2
And now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here. Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? Defense stops him short of the marker, so now it's 4th down. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit. The punt team making their way on the field. He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. Here comes the Missouri offense back out on the field. They had a brilliant touchdown drive last time, mixing the run and the pass. Can they keep that going again? First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. He'll take a deep shot. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
Well, the offense coordinator with the right call, trying to take a shot there, but just poor execution. They couldn't come up with a big play. Let's see if the coach tries it again later.
He'll take a deep shot here. Pass hauled in inside the 15. They could not stop him. He's in. Touchdown, Tigers.
Well, that's a well-oiled machine right there. Everyone on this offense has been a star in their roles. And when they're rolling like this, it results in quick and positive results.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. Extra point makes it a 28-zip lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. Bringing it out, it's Booker. Tackled at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. So the Fighting Illini offense is back out on the field now. They're in a hole here before they have a chance to regroup at halftime. Let's see if they can cut into this big lead. So the first play of the drive here coming up, less than 2 minutes left on the clock. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. They'll try a pass here. Catch made on the right side. They bring him down after a short gain there. The completion sets up a 2nd down play. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. They trap him and sack him back at the 10.
That's another sack for this defense, Chris. If I'm not mistaken, they've had a lot of pressures. I think that's their 2nd sack of this game. And this defense has a lot to do with why they have this nice lead here early in the game.
The defense stops him short of the marker, so it's 4th down coming up. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Chris, we wondered all week what this matchup would look like. So much at stake in this win-or-go-home game, and we've been treated to a fabulous first 2 quarters of playoff football. It's been a fun start to this one, and this offense has really been the story. They've opened up a sizable lead, and unless something drastic changes, things might get even more out of hand. A combination of lethal efficiency, and that offensive line has been the key. They've mauled that defense and also just about broken their will. That's going to do it for us here at the half. Time to see how this incredible playoff drama plays out, and for that, it's back to Chris and Kirk.
Illinois will kick it off to get the second half going. And here's the return from inside the 5. And he'll be tackled at the 27. That's where the drive will start. So the Missouri offense heads back out onto the field. They take the field with serious momentum. They have been tough to stop so far. Can they keep it going? They tackle him right at the 35-yard line.
Well, much like what we saw in the first half, Chris, in his playoff game, no adjustments, go right back to giving his running back the football. He's had a monster day and continues to get positive yards.
Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
This running back's had a big night, kind of night you dream about, but the defense finally steps up and gets to him behind the line of scrimmage.
Offense looking to keep the drive alive. It's 3rd down. Can he make it to the marker? That's a good effort on the run, but the defense stops him just short of the marker. 4th down now. The offense with a major gamble here, going for it inside their own 40. Here we go on 4th down. He'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
Chris, I'll be honest, man. I thought on 4th down and 1, they might be just trying to draw the defense off sides, but they caught me and probably the defense by surprise as well, especially on their own side of the field. Gutsy play call right there to keep this drive alive.
They'll switch it up, looking to throw. Bringing pressure. Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
One way to slow down a very gifted quarterback is to be able to get pressure on him. Right now, the defense coordinator is doing a great job of mixing up the looks, and the defense is winning the line of scrimmage, and I think it's really impacting this quarterback's rhythm.
Explosive gain across midfield. They'll spot it about the 35.
Boy, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a 1st down for this offense.
And he dumps it off to the tight end. He is a load to bring down. Finally, a strong tackle by the cornerback gets him. Offense lines up. This is the 7th play now in this drive. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Caught over the middle. It's Burden. And the gain just good enough for a 1st down.
Well, this is called settling down in his own defense, just kind of finding that soft spot. So not only does this tight end show that he's got great athletic ability and great size, here he shows that he understands coverage by sitting down in that hole, giving the quarterback a nice target, able to pick up that 1st down.
Brought down at the 7, but the completion moves him closer to the goal line.
Just much like we saw in the first half, this quarterback can put the ball right on the money. Now, you know the defensive coordinator at halftime spent all the time he could with his secondary to come up with answers on how to try to slow this guy down.
Touchdown, Missouri. And this one is getting ugly.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
Lining up to try the extra point. PAT is good, and the lead grows to 35-0. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Booker. He's tackled at the 17, so it would be better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. So the Illinois offense heads back out onto the field. 1st down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? They'll run it here. Running back has the ball.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. Game moves the ball out past the 25-yard line.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this 3rd down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
In the 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Receiver makes the grab. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a 1st down. Illinois getting set with a 1st and 10 now. They'll give it to the running back. The A gain of 2 yards. Now it's 2nd down and 8.
Well, the defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Dump off caught by the running back. Finds room at the 30. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a 1st down. This Illinois offense is moving quickly down the field. Handoff here from the shotgun. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. 2nd down. We're going to throw it. Looking for his back. Quarterback finds an open target on the left side. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Illinois.
Chris, how about the call here with the wheel route? The running back, we know he can run the football, but here he shows his ability to catch the ball out of the backfield, and that wheel route is tough on a defense. Sometimes the back can get lost. Here he catches it, finds his way into the end zone for a touchdown.
So let's get back to the action. 1 quarter away. What would be an impressive CFP statement. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 22. Good job by the coverage team. Here comes the Missouri offense back out on the field. The last possession, they really had the passing game clicking. Move right down the field for a touchdown. Breaking free at the 35. They tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there. So one play moves the ball to the 38. Another 1st down. Here's the option play. Pitch play to the back. He's found some room at the 45. Breaks clear. End zone ahead. And he's brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's check out this call. Costly holding penalty there. Backs him up 10 yards. Offense self-destructing. Penalty makes it 1st and 20. And, of course, they'll work the clock here, keep it on the ground. Just runs through a man, a mismatch. And they're able to get him down. 2nd down after that run on the previous play. They'll run it here. Tackled, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 45.
You know, I'd say this run is pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, the guys up front have controlled the line of scrimmage. They've given a quarterback time to throw. They've been able to run, really, whatever they've wanted to. That's why the points are going up on the board. Right now, the psyche of this offense is we're in control, and we can do whatever we want, whenever we feel like doing.
1st down here for this offense. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Oh, and nothing. He's got some room. Can he get there? Touchdown, Tigers. To stretch the lead, the route is on. That's another touchdown for this running back. They can't stop him. Dream performance in this playoff game.
Yeah, this is going to be a performance we're going to be talking about for a long time. I just love watching because he's doing it in so many different ways. We've seen speed. We've seen his physicality. He's breaking tackles. Boy, just an absolute dream scenario, as you said.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. PAT is good as they build on this big lead. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. And they stop him at the 11. Not good field position to start the drive. Illinois sends the offense back out on the field. Scanning the field, it's Williams. Looks downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open. Brought down at the 33. That's good enough to move the sticks.
Boy, really nice throw here to the slot receiver, and I love the quickness that he has after the catch. He's essentially a running back playing at that slot position. That's how dangerous he is after he makes a catch.
He's looking to scramble. Slides to avoid the big hit.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, of which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
Defense is coming after him. And the sophomore has got him for a sack.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
We've reached the 2-minute warning here. This offense needing to score and then get the football back. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up third down. Junior steps up and makes an impact play.
It is a sack party out there for this defense. Everything going their way. You know that this offense is going to try to throw the football down by such a big margin late in the game. And this defensive line is bringing the heat. They come up with another sack.
He's brought down, but a good effort to make something of that return. So the Missouri offense heads back out onto the field. This has been a tremendous performance by this team. Now just the finishing touches. Run out the clock and let the party begin. He'll be taken down, but he crosses midfield to the 48.
What a shock, right? I mean, this guy once again gets his hands on the football, and great things seems to happen. He's over 120 yards on the day, and it's really been a combination of his vision and speed along with really dominant offensive line play.
Use the running game to chew on this clock now. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Offense getting set. Second down play here. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. Third and long. The back's got it on a pitch. They make the tackle there, but a penalty marker is on the field. Let's see what that's about.
Hold it.
Holding penalties can be the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it stalls this one. Challenging spot for the offense. It's third down and long from the 45. And he'll set up to throw. He's looking deep here. And the pass is dropped incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball. And here comes the punter onto the field. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. The guys up front lined up. It's first down. Looking to pass. It's Williams. Finds an open target on the left side. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. Offense keeps moving. It's a completion for a first down. He's running out of time here. And it's the senior getting home with the sack.
This defense has been lights out today. Great job once again applying pressure on this quarterback. This poor quarterback, he doesn't know what he has seen today. Not able to get anything going to be able to try to compete in this game. They're down big, and now they're just hoping for that clock to run out.
On first and 10, look at the throw. And the junior able to get home with the sack. Well, that's a great performance in a pressure moment, but now the job gets even more exciting, even bigger as they go on to the national championship game and play for that trophy.
And this is a new era. I mean, think about the weeks, the amount of games that these guys have been able to play and be able to accomplish this, to get to the national championship. That says everything about the endurance of this football team, both mentally and physically, and they get one more hurdle to see if they can become the national champs.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.